They say that getting older means getting weaker, that after 40, muscle loss is inevitable, that no matter what you do, your body just isn't the same. But what if that was just another lie told by the fitness industry? The truth is, most guys over 40 aren't struggling because of age. They're struggling because they're doing the wrong exercises. The ones that wreck their joints, set them up for injury, waste their time, and do nothing to continue to sustain the muscle they've either built or new muscle that they want to build. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 12 key exercises that I believe guys in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, and heck, even if you're in your 30s, should be doing if your goal is to build muscle. If you've been feeling stuck, frustrated, or feeling like your best days are behind you, today's video is going to map out the 12 key exercises that I believe every guy should have in their program. This might be the video that changes everything when it comes to building your physique. Now, we're going to start with exercises that you may never have thought to include in your program, but it's going to do a couple of things. Number one, the first exercise is going to help you prevent injury. And we're talking about band pull-aparts. Most guys skip any kind of active warm-up before they start training. Usually they're just jumping into heavy sets or maybe a couple light sets to get started, but you fail to understand that you're usually training first thing in the morning, which is most of the guys I work with, the busy guys who have kids, have careers. They're getting up, getting out of bed, and they might not be fully ready to train. Their upper body especially might be tight from a night's sleep or from sitting at their desk or just overall stress. So we want to open up the posterior chain before we jump into heavier stuff. Band pull-aparts help not only with warming up our upper body, but they also help making sure that we're correcting any posture issues as we get older. We're training that upper back, those rear delts, those traps to stay strong, to stay pulled back so our chest is lifted up and we're able to not only look better in that case with better posture, but breathe better, right? Avoid injury. So band pull-aparts are an exercise that I highly suggest you do on every upper body day. They all even help open up your chest, your shoulders, and they're going to help blood flow get to the upper body so that you can be prepared to train. Now we're moving into exercise number 2, which is once again going to help you warm up. I also use this next exercise for fun cardio and to stay athletic, to stay mobile as we get older. And that exercise is the jump rope. Now, I also love the jump rope because you can take it wherever you go. This is a must-have when it comes to travel and going places where you may not be guaranteed to have a gym or have access to a place where you can get a good workout in. A jump rope can be utilized anywhere. I remember when I was in college, I discovered the power of a jump rope. I used to get up every single morning before class and I used to knock out 10 minutes of jumping rope just to get my body waking up, just to burn more calories, to try to get lean, because that was when I was really trying to figure out how to look good, how to actually look like someone who worked out. But jump rope also helped me get my calves bigger, helped me do things that were more athletic, actually helped me just feel better about how I was able to move. Plus the jump rope, like I said, super convenient. In fact, the jump rope is a big part of our 10-minute workout guide that you can actually get for free today. I just posted 100 10-minute workouts that require zero to minimal equipment. Jump ropes in there for a few of them. You can get your hands on the 100 workouts if you comment the word team below this video. I'll actually add you to our free coaching community where you'll get the 100 free workouts plus a ton of other trainings to help you maximize fat loss in your 40s and beyond. So just comment the word team and I'll send you the link to join the group and get the 100 workouts that only take 10 minutes. Okay, we got the band pull-aparts out of the way, the jump rope out of the way. Let's move into our first strength-focused exercise. Now, we're going to focus on the chest and a little bit of the front delt with this one. So we're hitting shoulders and chest, and we're actually getting some tricep. Now, this exercise is the incline hammer strength chest press. Now, I know a lot of guys are going to tell you to focus on dumbbells or heck, focus on the barbell. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. I love the dumbbell. I love the barbell. I'm just thinking long-term here. How are we going to continue to get stronger without getting hurt, without hurting our shoulder, without putting ourselves in a compromised position? Plus, we're not always training with a spot. So someone in our gym, might be able to jump in and help you get the weight up if you're training a little heavier. The hammer strength machine, though, is a built-in spotter. All you have to do is load the machine up and start pressing. And you can get stronger really progressively over time on this machine. Super safe, and I love it because it's built to actually work with your body. You're going to have a better mind-to-muscle connection on these newer, really more advanced machines like the hammer strength. Now, if you don't have hammer strength, your gym is likely to have an incline chest machine press. So look for that. And if not, my third favorite chest machine is the Smith machine incline chest press. Don't really recommend it at the top of my list for chest exercises, but it could serve to be a substitute for the hammer strength if you don't have access to that. Now we're going to jump into our fourth exercise, which is the incline dumbbell high row. Now, the incline dumbbell row is one of my favorite back exercises, but we're going to throw a little spin on it this time with the incline high row, where we're going to actually hit the upper back a little bit more, because the upper back gets neglected as we get older. We're just hunched over, we're driving around, we're at our desk. We're not training the upper back, the traps, the rhomboids, the rear delts, and that powerful upper back shelf that really makes your physique pop. Plus, we're not able to train it in a safe way. A lot of guys are doing heavy barbell rows, throwing out their lower back. I like using the incline bench to provide some support so that our lower back doesn't get compromised. We can actually train this pretty heavy with dumbbells, really isolate that upper back and traps, and build that powerful physique that every guy really wants. Now, after working with over 7,000 guys over the past 20 years as an online fitness coach and building out a coaching team that now serves over 500 clients every single day worldwide, I know it's not always the easiest thing to understand form, biomechanics, and how you should be programming your actual training. So the first step is to get inside our free group. Comment the word team, TEAM. If you're a guy over 40 who wants to see his abs, we're the guys that you come to when you're sick and tired of all the nonsense, all the cookie cutter programs that never work, all the diets that aren't sustainable, and all the useless supplements that you're wasting tons of money on. We're the guys that can put together a simplified and sustainable system for you. So comment the word team. We'll add you to our free community. We'll bombard you with free resources. We won't bombard you. We'll give you what you need. And when you're ready to take that next step and invest in yourself, we'll be the guys that you want to talk to. So comment the word team below and we can get you started today. Now we're knocking out some upper body with those two exercises, but I want to move to the lower half for a little bit, because it would be a travesty if you went the rest of your life without properly hitting your lower body, especially the one muscle group that just about every guy neglects, and that's the glutes. The glutes are supposed to be the engine of the body. They're dead smack in the middle of your body. They keep your lower half healthy. And at the end of the day, they're just a muscle group that most guys don't think about. Typically, it's just the chicks in the gym who want that BBL look who are training their glutes. Guys shy away from it because it's just not something that has been a staple in the media and in the headlines when it comes to guys training. But my favorite exercise is the one that you actually see all the chicks doing, and that is the hip thrust machine, where you can load up the machine safely and really build some serious strength with your glutes. Now, this is not just to fill out your pants, guys. This is to actually keep your body feeling strong, avoiding that lower back getting thrown out, avoiding that just nasty knee pain that comes from having weak glutes. When glutes are strong, I promise you everything else gets better. You don't want glutes to be the weak link in the chain. So let's make sure we're training our glutes with the glute hip thrust machine at least once or twice a week, typically just on your lower body day or days if you train your lower body more than once. Now, I should pause here just for a minute and tell you this video is not designed to build out your entire program. What I want to do is give you an idea of exercise selection. And at the end of the day, I'm happy to give you program design and start putting you in the right direction. Just comment the word team below and I'll add you to our free trainings. We talk all about programs. In fact, we have some free programs inside our group to get you started. And then when you're ready to get real serious and customized, you can talk to us about our coaching program, which, by the way, just for the sake of it, I will put the link to apply for our coaching program because we are application only. We don't work with everybody, but at the end of the day, we'll get you some free resources. Comment the word team below and I'll send you a link to our group. Now we're going to stay with the lower half. I am going to talk about quads next. We're going to do the dumbbell step up. That is the next exercise in my list of 12 that I think you should include. Now, this is a functional movement. We're actually stepping up onto a platform that's elevated with weight in our hands, and we're really just practicing walking upstairs. We do that every single day, but it's a phenomenal exercise for your glutes again and your quads. So not only are we building in some functional training that could be applied to everyday life, but we're keeping the muscles strong that we're going to need for the rest of our lives. We're not going to want to stop being able to walk around, walk upstairs, and we want to develop a nice looking set of legs without having to get under the barbell, squat 400 pounds, and feel like we're about to blow our back out every single week. The dumbbell step up is a great alternative to most quad exercises. You could also throw in the leg press, the leg extension. I'm not saying those exercises suck and you shouldn't do them. I'm just giving you my top 12 playlist. So the dumbbell step up is one that I highly encourage you to check out. Now let's go back to the upper body for a bit. We'll come back to the lower body to finish things off, but we're going to check out the rear delt machine fly as our next exercise. Once again, an exercise that most people neglect in a muscle group that most people forget about. We talked a little bit about it in the beginning with the band pull-aparts. Band pull-aparts are a great way to warm up. A great way to actually build the rear delt and a little bit of the upper back is the rear delt machine fly. Highly recommend you include this in your exercise selection because a lot of you are going to be training the upper chest, the front delt significantly with your heavy presses like we mentioned early on. But we don't want to create an imbalance here. So we want to make sure the back of the shoulder gets hit just as frequently, heck, if not more frequently than the front of the shoulder. This is going to give you that well-rounded shoulder look that every guy wants, that builds that V-taper, that makes your physique really stand out, gives you that head-turning body that every guy wants walking down the beach with their kids, with their wife, feeling empowered with how they look. Make sure you're including the rear delt machine fly in your program. We're staying with the upper body and we're continuing to talk about the posterior part of the body, the back of the body. We're going to round out our back training with lat pull downs. This is old school exercise. You've probably heard of the lat pull down a million times. And I'll be honest, the lat pull down doesn't just train your lats. Yes, it will hit your lats a bit. The lats also get hit with the rows that we did earlier, but this just allows you to move weight a little bit more with the vertical pull. The row that we did earlier is a horizontal pull, and now we're hitting the vertical side of things because the back is responsible for vertical pulling and horizontal pulling. So you want to make sure you keep both of those in your exercise selection. I love the lat pull down because it's also a safe alternative to pull-ups. A lot of guys can't do pull-ups, so it's a great way to build to being able to pull yourself up, but in the meantime, still provide resistance with that vertical pulling motion that the lat pull down requires. We got one more lower half exercise, and then we're going to finish with my two favorite arm exercises and an ab exercise. So don't go anywhere because we're going to round it out with the beach muscles. But before we do that, we got to talk about the B stance Romanian deadlift. Yes, it's a mouthful, but the B stance Romanian deadlift is a great way to hit your hamstrings, which is the back of your legs, and a little bit more glutes. There's a theme here, guys. I think every guy needs glutes. It's a pretty cool name for a program. Let me know in the comments, should I make a program, Guys Need Glutes? Just say, yeah, I want that Guys Need Glutes program. Maybe I'll just make it for free, drop it in our free group, give you access. Just comment the word team below, and you never know, I might drop it in. But let me know in the comments, do you train your glutes? Should I make a Guys Need Glutes program? Just let me know. But the B stance Romanian deadlift is key. I love it because it's safe. It allows you to actually isolate one side of the body versus the other. Sometimes guys throw a ton of weight on the barbell Romanian deadlift, and once again, without proper form, they can hurt themselves. So this is just a safer alternative. You can absolutely do the heavy dumbbell Romanian deadlift or heavy barbell Romanian deadlift. Both of those get the job done. I just like the B stance for a lot of guys who maybe haven't done this one before. It's just a safer alternative. Okay, as promised, we got to talk about arms. So my first one up is the tricep rope overhead extension. Love this exercise because it really helps you nail pretty much the entire tricep, which is three main parts. The back of the arm makes up the majority of the size of your arm. So if you're trying to build more impressive arms, don't neglect tricep training. Obviously, there's tons of tricep exercises you can do. The common ones are the push down, there's the dip, but I just like the overhead extension because most guys don't do it. And you're really going to get a strong stretch of the tricep, and it really forces you to isolate that muscle group. So I do a lot of the overhead extensions as well as dips. You're also getting some stimulation in the tricep with any kind of overhead press or bench press. Finally, we got two more. One is biceps, one is abs. Let's start with the bicep. We're going to do the dumbbell and curl. This is going to force you to go a little lighter on your curls and really focus on mechanics and speed of the exercise. It's not your standard dumbbell curl. It forces you to actually train the entire brachialis as well to control that muscle on the way down or to control that weight on the way down. So this is just a fun one. Now you could easily just do the dumbbell curl and get amazing bicep development. You could do a barbell curl. I like dumbbells though for the bicep. I also like cables for the bicep. Cable exercises for the bicep are amazing. So pick your poison here. I just threw one at you that I love that has really helped me develop good looking arms and biceps. Dumbbell, Zotman curl, throw that in your repertoire. Okay, we're finalizing the entire 12 exercise list with reverse crunches. Why reverse crunches? Well, everybody does crunches. Everybody trains their upper abs, but most guys neglect that lower ab development. Now, reverse crunches will still hit the upper abs a bit. We're just starting the exercise with stimulating the lower part of the abdominals. Now, most guys can do these if you focus on form and you don't need to go super fast. This isn't a race. We're trying to really squeeze the abs on every rep. So you might find that you can only do 6 to 10 of these without things really starting to burn. That's all good. We're trying to develop strength in the core. Abs shouldn't be trained with extremely high reps. Eventually, you may get strong enough to actually include weight with this exercise, which means your lower abs are really starting to develop, which is a good thing. So the lower abs is what I prefer to focus on. You could once again do crunches, you could do planks, you could do all the fun stuff. I don't spend an enormous amount of time on ab training, but if I had to pick one, I'm going with this one, the reverse crunch. So now that we have our 12 exercises, what's the next step? Well, we got to put them together in a workout plan. So I have put together a whole 100 10-minute workouts. Now, obviously, you can train longer than that, but if you want my 100 top 10-minute workouts, check out the links in the description to join our free community, or you can check out the first comment below. I'll put a link to join it there. Or heck, you can just comment the word team and I'll send you the link directly. If you're interested in getting a head turning physique, if you're a guy 40 plus who wants to lose 30 pounds in 90 days and see his abs, we're the guys that you call. So if you want to learn more about that program, I'll put that link below as well in the first comment in the description. Your next order of business is to watch this video that I put on the screen. It's a really good next step for you in this whole process of mastering your health and fitness, because as we believe here at True Transformation, I think being in shape is the lowest hanging fruit to improving all parts of your life. And it should be enjoyable, it should be effective, and it should be sustainable, and it should not be complicated. It should be something you can wake up every single day and think, man, I could do this forever. That means you're on the right program. So my goal is to get you there. Anyway, check out those links and enjoy the next video. Go check it out, and I'll see you over there right now.